Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my show. My name is Chris. I'm your host. I think the majority of you know that at this point. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is plaguing America, mostly middle class, lower middle class, and poor, and that is the mindset around money, which is commonly referred to as scarcity mindset or a poor money mindset. And I really don't like this word, but I also hear it referred to as a peasant money mindset. Something that I grew up with. I was taught, I grew up not wealthy, even though it was in a very wealthy town. And I had to learn how to, and still continue to, work past a poor money mindset. And I have some tips for you. Check it out in the show. And before we get into the show, I just want you to know that not having the majority of a scarcity mindset is life-changing. And I hope that you find value in this show too by not having a scarcity money mindset or learning how to move past it. Okay guys, we are going to talk about scarcity mindset when it comes to money. Let's fundamentally understand what a mindset is first, and then we can kind of translate it into scarcity mindset. Actually, I'm going to use a live example here. I just got a message on Facebook about how to breed a positive mindset or how to breed a mindset around certain situations that are going on. And my response to the individual was, when you learn how to harness your thoughts and take control of your thoughts, okay? That's where you can dictate your mindset. Your mindset is going to dictate how you feel, how you sleep, how you think about things, your response to things, whether it's negative or positive. The key to setting the mindset is your thoughts. There's really only one thing in this world, in this life, that you have that you can control. It's not your cars, it's not your monies, it's not your family, it's not your actions per se, it's fundamentally your thoughts. If you have a negative thought, you have control right there and then to reframe that thought into positive. And vice versa. If you have a positive thought, you can reframe it into negative if you so choose. And anywhere in between. So mindset is really what we decide it to be, okay? Your mindset is going to really put on display what you think about. So if we draw the lens of focus in here on money and scarcity mindset, if we have a scarcity mindset around money, the last thing that's going to come into our life is money. When we believe that money is like this evil thing or this thing that we can't have or that we're not allowed to have it or we're not good enough or whatever, the government says we shouldn't have it. If we have that scarcity mindset, okay, that is going to do everything to repel money from you. On the contrary, if we have a wealthy money mindset, it will be your tool in your tool belt to attract money to you. Let's talk about some limiting beliefs in detail. Beliefs are these things that we've built in our minds that keep us from the good that we desire or dream of. So let's unpack that a little bit. Limiting beliefs are things that a lot of times we're taught when we're growing up or really just have kind of come to be in our lives from the environments that we experienced. A lot of limiting beliefs around money are learned from our parents and our family and our friends growing up, either poor or lower middle class or middle class. Scarcity mindset in particular is very common for poor, lower middle class, and middle class, even to a degree, upper middle class, because of how we were grown up in and taught money. You know, a limiting belief specifically would be that money is bad. Okay. I don't know about you, but I was not taught money was bad, but I was taught that money is evil, or evil people have money is a better way of putting it. And these are examples of limiting belief, because just like we talked about in the prior module, money isn't evil, nor do all evil people have money. Do some evil people have money? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, there was dudes like Hitler and Mussolini and, geez, Napoleon, and I can keep going, but that's not relevant. The point is, people that have money are not evil. Are there some people that are evil that have money? Yes. Having money is freeing, all right? No matter where you are on the journey of acquiring that money, whether you're working hard to acquire it, have acquired some of it, are very comfortable financially, or depending on how we term things, rich, okay? It's all levels to the game. And it doesn't matter where you fall. What matters is where you're going in the limiting beliefs that you get rid of. Some more limiting beliefs to get rid of, or some limiting beliefs that are very prominent when it comes to money mindset, is that looking at money as spending rather than investing, or looking at the situation as having to spend money rather than learning how to achieve what it is that you want to acquire. Let's not talk about specifically investments. Let's talk about just money when it comes to it going out as a limiting belief. So with that said, what I'm saying is, if a situation comes up and we're talking about limiting belief, and let's say it's $1,000. Let's just use the amount of $1,000. And let's say that $1,000 is a lot of money to you. If you look at that item for $1,000 as, I don't have the money to spend on this, or that's very costly, I don't want to spend the money on that, your limiting belief and your scarcity mindset is coming out. Regardless of the amount of money, it all comes down to how we look at it. If we reframe the situation and say, okay, it's $1,000. How am I going to achieve this? Thinking about it positively and taking that limiting belief of it being too expensive away is just a simple reframe of when it comes to money and the limiting beliefs that we set around it. Remember, the limiting beliefs generally come from your environment of how you were raised, and that is what you've grown into. Another very easy way to understand how environments shape us, think about it this way. Most people don't have the ability to choose their religion as children. Their parents force it upon them. Think about it this way. A lot of people that are raised liberal are liberals as adults. A lot of people that are raised conservative are conservative as adults, because it's the environment that they were growing up in. And if you grew up in a family that had a scarcity mindset and had limiting beliefs, then you, fundamentally speaking, okay, are going to have a scarcity mindset. Let's talk about a very prominent limiting belief that even took me many years to move past, that I believe is branched from the Great Generation. Was the generation that went through the Great Depression and World War II. All right. World War II arguably brought our country out of the Great Depression in the 40s after roughly 20 years. No, I shouldn't say 20 years, but roughly a decade plus of depression or of not prosperity in the economy. In the Great Generation, a lot of the people that had money invested lost their money. And a lot of people lost their jobs, lost their houses, lost everything. And this scarcity mindset really has derived from it that you have, and this is a limiting belief too. Remember, limiting beliefs are part of scarcity mindset, that you have to save, 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 save. Save, 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 save. Save for a rainy day. Okay, before we move on, and I'm going to teach you in Module 5 about affirmations, but if you speak into existence that you have to save for a rainy day, okay, if you say that, you're speaking it into existence, meaning your rainy day is going to come. If you say, I need to save for a rainy day, listen, I'm not telling you not to save. I'm saying, don't say, I have to save for a rainy day, because you will bring that rainy day into your life. So let's get back to the save, save, save mentality. The scarcity mindset that's derived from the Great Generation was taught to their kids, which very well might be you if you're a boomer, okay? And if it's not you, your parents are likely boomers. Your parents taught you save, 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 because that's what they were taught from the Great Generation. Save, 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 and hoard, hoard, hoard all your money is actually a very poor, very scarcity money mindset. That's a limiting belief that you have to save all your money because a rainy day is going to come. First, if you speak of that rainy day, it will come. And two, if you save all your money, you have no room for more money to come. And you almost have a shield up from prosperity and abundance flowing to you. Remember, we're talking about scarcity mindset. We're talking about limiting beliefs in particular. And that the majority of us grow up in this scarcity mindset because of the environment we were raised in. And a massive example is the save, save, save mentality. It's actually a very poor money mindset. And listen, I'm not the guy inventing the wheel here. This topic of save, save, save has been talked about for thousands of years, including from the Bible, of how poor that money mindset is. This is not a new topic. It's just not talked about. All of the major authors that write about this, all of the teachers that teach about this, all of us teach it the same way, because fundamentally, it's one of the biggest limiting beliefs that has plagued our society and has plagued humanity to a degree of the middle class, the lower middle class, and the poor. There's something to be said about having a rainy day account. There's something else to be said about never spending your money, never investing your money, and only saving your money. That is a scarcity mindset. All right, guys, that is just the tip when it comes to scarcity money mindset or poor money mindset. And if you are interested in learning more on how to not only recognize scarcity limiting beliefs and blocks, but working past it into a wealthy money mindset or a rich money mindset or a prosperous or abundant money mindset, I've got just the answer for you. I am running my Money Mindset Live course. If you're interested, click the link below. I hope to see you in the course. We have a lot of fun in these things.